Jesus Martinez is the main guy in crypto, and today we're going to be looking at why exactly. So
my strategy in regards to GALA Games is
GALA Games is taking another bull run hit, and that's pretty much amazing, and that's what I love to see.
constantly evolving. The ecosystem always brings in surprises, some good, some bad. Today I'm going to be going ahead telling...
By the way, smash that like button. He's been making videos for quite a while now, especially about video gaming tokens. He went from Terra Luna Classic to actually talking about spider tanks. So
next year as they're legal, whatever continues to happen. But that was the lesson. That game began to get ignored because Game Media was the developer, and maybe they didn't like what Game Media had happened there. So
yeah, spider tanks didn't quite fit through, but GALA Games has a ton of games that people play, NFT games that is.
I lost a pretty good amount. I managed to sell most of my NFTs on spider tanks. I got pretty lucky. Everybody remembers when I was putting all my NFTs for crazy discounts. And I began looking into...
So yeah, you do know that all these NFT games, they're risky. So for example, nobody promoted the spider tanks and it lost all player base, for example.
Several other games. You know, the other game was Champions Arena, which if you see, I haven't even updated the game in a bit. So it's been a bit. I don't think it's a bad game at all. Champions Arena is definitely one that I think is going to stick around. But the NFTs did the following. On launch, people made a significant amount of profit. I actually took profit on pretty much all my NFTs except one of them. Pindle Roots. And then right after launch, maybe a month after launch, everything...
So yeah, it seems like this happens with a lot of gaming tokens. Where are the gaming games now? Well, they do go up. The big issue is for all games, not just for NFT games, is retaining that user base. That's one of the biggest issues I'm noticing so far.
Everything tanked, and it just wasn't profitable to be inside of. In terms of other NFTs that came out recently.
So yeah, where there's money to be made, there's also like people that will basically use these exploits and look into how they can make more profit. And I think that basically off-put a lot of people, or they stopped playing the game because it was too risky for them.
For the sales in record time. I'm talking...
So this one is sold out.
About 36 minutes to sell out that many NFTs. So I do have faith in ecosystems like that. And I'll tell you why all of this is important right now. It's important because if you look at the developer of these games, you'll see something very interesting. The developer of Mirandus is GALA Games. We understand that. It's the flagship game for the GALA ecosystem. But the developers of all these other third-party games are struggling to get sales. They're struggling to get sales. Some of them are struggling to survive. Superior's in a lawsuit with GALA Games as well.
I think that's the biggest issue with NFT games. Like, they will all be struggling at some point. NFT games are a big problem in terms of like making that easy profit. It's not simple for NFT games. For sure, no. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. I do, though. I do think like a lot of these profit games, they're just not there in terms of profit, really. So that being said, definitely not over for the GALA games, basically. And I'm pretty much excited on what happens next.
You know, that's a different Drifter Entertainment studio, but every single time we get an announcement of their official games, a good one is the Walking Dead
Empires. Now, this is one I haven't heard of, but they are saying it's in development.
Empires, where GALA actually acquired Ember Entertainment earlier this year. They have been getting a lot of good PR. And
yeah, GALA is huge, and they basically are getting PR on these different games.
A lot of the GALA...
They're like having all these games in one single token.
Mystery boxes have also been including items like the Walking Dead Empires and Common Ground World. Very interesting coincidence. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think that the NFT play for 2024 for GALA Games is going to be exactly that. Buying into...
Yeah, 2024 could be really good for crypto projects and gaming projects. Especially depends how good the games actually are. But I'm definitely excited. I'm excited on a good way. We have to see what exactly happens because there's like a lot of possibilities of the scenarios, but I do hope it will work.
To the developer versus just the gaming studio. I'm not going to be buying into things that just have like things like Ion Games. You know, Ion Games could be the best game studio in the world. Echoes of Empire could be the most awesome thing in the world, but from GALA's track record so far in terms of the game,
I guess it depends on actual like studios as well, how good the game is. So that's a thing to note.
Games that they've been publishing, it looks like when you invest into crypto games developed by them, they're a lot more stable than those that are developed by third-party publishers.
So yeah, obviously some publishers will have developers or key artists that will basically push out the game on another level that other people cannot push out in that sense.
Volatility there, but the risk to reward is a little bit too high for my liking. The good thing is when you get into some of these plays, you can have some pretty astronomical gains. Nexus bundles on Champions Arena gave you a Veronica, gave you a couple other things. They were significant ROI drivers, so there are opportunities out there. If things sell out and there's hype, then it makes sense. Some of these games, like Eternal Paradox, recently launched, was practically a stealth launch. Many people, you're probably hearing this for the first time. This is a 4x grand strategy game. I actually like this game a lot. I'm playing it right now, but
I don't know any of these games though. Like, that's the difference.
About not the token itself. I flipped. I have 100% flipped. I think we're in a crypto gaming bull run.
Crypto gaming bull run. Now that's what I want to hear. Usually crypto games need a long time to be developed. And 2022 is when they were really starting to get developed, which is really awesome news overall.
Tokens like GALA are going to have runs. That's just as easy as that. I bought tokens on GALA. I made a video back at the 1.5 cent mark. I did tweet out that I did take some profit over here around the 3 cent mark. So I'm pretty much moonbagging at this point. I advocate every single person to moonbag. What that means is grab some of your profits and keep a bag there.
That's good. So most people now having these profits from crypto and NFTs, they basically go and put it into GALA, and GALA is seeing 27% gains because during 2022 bull run, they focused on, you know, making different types of content. Now they're doing GALA music. I haven't heard about that one.
GALA music platform. They recently got a brand new CEO, or is it president or CEO? There is that to keep into account. And it is impossible for all of these games to be worth a lot of money. And
so yeah, not all games will succeed. You need to keep that in mind. But it does seem like GALA is on a good track record, and it's going to be like Ethereum, one of the first out there to be making blockchain games.